morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. 5 leaders contesting for the post of anti-president, voting to take place today. PM Deuba vows to fight against communist resurgence if he is elected anti-president, says that democracy is needed for people to live in a free and fair manner. CPNUML forms 80-member Politburo, standing committee members to be picked from new Politburo. Warns Russia of massive consequences if Ukraine is attacked, Kremlin denies it plans to invade the former Soviet nation. And Benzema scores as Real win Madrid derby, Barcelona concede late goal to Osasuna. And now the news in detail. The Central Election Committee of Nepali Congress has unveiled the name list of candidates vying for a candidate leadership of the party during the 14th General Convention underway in a central capital since December 10, our report. The final name list includes Sher Bahadur Deuba, Bimalendra Nidi, Prakash Man Singh, Dr. Shekhar Koirala and Kalyan Kumar Gurung as the candidates for the president. General Convention representative from Gorkha, Yuvaraj Neupane, who had filed his candidacy for the post of president on Saturday, withdrew the candidacy yesterday. One of the 5 candidates will be elected to the post of party president. Similarly, Bijay Kumar Gachadar, Purna Bahadur Khadka, Mahesh Acharya, Sujata Koirala, Dr. Chandra Bhandari, Thanaraj Gurung and Divyaswari Saha will be vying for the post of 2 vice presidents. Likewise, 6 candidates Dr. Prakash Saran Mahat, Dr. Minendra Rizal, Biswa Prakash Sharma, Gagan Kumar Thapa, Pradeep Paudel and Dr. Rajaram Karki are to contend for the seats of 2 general secretaries. There are 4,743 General Convention representatives taking part in the voting. They were elected from 165 federal electoral constituencies, and the party sisters organization well-wisher organizations and the Public Relations Committee abroad. The voting will take place from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba has stressed on the need to get rid of communist rule in the country in order to live in a free and fair manner. He made such remarks yesterday while socializing votes to get elected for another term, as anti-President Deuba recalled that the people had to live in fear and threat during the resign of his predecessor KP Sharma Oli. He argued that he must be elected the president of Nepali Congress to ensure that the communist rule does not return to power in coming days. Deuba added that democracy cannot survive without Nepali Congress, stating that we can fight for our rights only if democracy is alive. PM Deuba said this would be his last innings as the Prime Minister. He claimed that there is no alternative to his candidacy to protect democracy, nation and the party. Nepali Congress leader Dr. Shekhar Koirala has said his candidacy for the party president is promoting collective leadership in the party. During a news conference held on yesterday evening, Dr. Koirala said that his team's candidacy was for making parties well-wisher organizations robust and responsible and to make the party more dynamic and energetic. He also pledged to make the ANC more accountable and transparent while asking the party cadres not to harbor groupism and factions. He said that the party should be accountable to the people. Vice President candidate Dr. Chandra Bhandari and General Secretary candidate Gagan Kumar Thapa also expressed their opinions for making an inclusive ANC. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 242 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 824,222. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 806,778 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 11,554 after the virus claimed one more lives yesterday. Nepal is currently among top 47 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 50.80 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 34.69 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 270.42 million people across the world and claimed over 5.32 million lives. The main opposition party CPN-UML on Sunday formed an 80-member Politburo. The second meeting of the Central Committee, convened in Bhaktapur, also nominated 44 members for Central Committee and formed Provincial Committee in all 7 provinces. The Politburo members, including Ghanashyam Bhusal, Guru Baral, Bhanubhakta Dhakal, Sita Paurel, Binda Pandey and Sherbahadur Tamang, among others. Similarly, Gokul Baskota, Mahesh Basted, Baijanath Chaudhary, Hikmat Karki and Leela Giri were also picked as the Politburo members. The party informed that members for the standing committee will be picked from the new Politburo. And now the news from economic front. Stakeholders have emphasized the need of a common action plan to promote religious tourism between Nepal and India. They argued that this will benefit both the countries as they share centuries-old bond and similar culture and religion. A report. The stakeholders said so while addressing a 3-day international convention of the Association of Buddhist Tour Operators organized by the ABTO India and Bodh Gaya. Inaugurating the convention on December 10, New Delhi Government Social Welfare Minister Rajendra Pal Gautam underscored the need for mutual cooperation between India and Nepal to tap the abundant potential of the two countries in tourism sector. He emphasized mutual cooperation to promote religious tourism in the countries as both Nepal and India have been connected to issues relating to Lord Buddha. Such initiative would help in economic and social developments of both the countries, according to a state issued by the Nepal Tourism Board. Similarly, other participants on the occasion also seconded Mr. Gautam while emphasizing cooperation between the two countries for the promotion of religious tourism. Those who shared their views included NTV Director Maniraj Lamichhane, President of the Nepal Association of Tour and Travels Agents, Achyut Guragai, General Secretary of the Trekking Agencies Association of Nepal Sarita Lama, Central Member of the Hotel Association of Nepal CP Shrestha, and Assistant Director of the Kolkata Tourism Office BB Mukherjee. Experts will table various working papers during the convention. A business-to-business B2B session will also be organized during the event as well, said the ABTO General Secretary Dr. Kaulesh Kumar. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Group of 7 countries warned Russia that it would face massive consequences if President Vladimir Putin attacks Ukraine. Issuing a statement on Sunday, the G7 nations said, citing US intelligence, that Russia could be planning a multi-front offensive on Ukraine as early as next year, involving up to 175,000 troops. The Kremlin denies its plans to invade and says the West is gripped by Russophobia. Moscow says the expansion of NATO threatens Russia and has contravened assurances given to it as the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. At a meeting in the northern English city of Liverpool, the G7 delegates said they were united in their condemnation the Russia's military build-up near Ukraine, and they called on Moscow the de-escalate. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Real Madrid won for the 10th time in a row to beat neighbours Atletico Madrid and move 8 points clear of Sevilla at the top of La Liga. La Liga's top scorer Karim Benzema powered in a fantastic volley from Vinicius Junior's cross to give Carlo Ancelotti's side the lead. The Vinicius picked out Marco Asensio to slot home the second. Defending champions Atletico, who are 13 points behind Real, had chances but the clinical host deserved the win. Real have only lost twice in 23 games and none since 3 October, since Carlo Ancelotti's replaced Zinedine Zidane in the summer. Diego Simeone's Atletico, who sit fourth, looks miles away from the team who won La Liga last season. Barcelona's patchy run of form continued as they conceded a late equalizer at Osasuna in La Liga. The result sees Xavi's side stay 8th in the table, 15 points behind leaders Real Madrid, who play later on Sunday. Teenagers Nicolas and Ansem Abdes Samad, both 19 scorers for the visitors, but the hosts twice fought back with David Garcia, ensuring they claimed a deserved point from the consent. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. 5 leaders contesting for the post of ANC president, voting to take place today. PM Deuba vows to fight against communist resurgence if he is elected ANC president, says that democracy is needed for people to live in a free and fair manner. CPN UML forms 80-member Politburo standing committee members to be picked from new Politburo. Once Russia of massive consequences if Ukraine is attacked, Kremlin denies it planned to invade the former Soviet nation. And Karim Benzema scores at Real win Madrid derby, Barcelona concede late goal to Osasuna. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamacha.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.